Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? By the way, I ask those questions because they are not the same. You can be doing good and not feeling good. I ask questions because I genuinely want to know. And even if you don't feel like sharing, I genuinely want you to check in with yourself. Don't be afraid to check in with yourself. I know it's different. Like, ooh, me? Who? Me? Yes, you. Not me, then who? Like, you have to check in with yourself, your inner self, which, by the way, brings us to another limb of the 8 limbs of yoga. We pretty much covered the yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama. Now we're at pratyahara. Pratyahara is when you are taking your intention inward. You are practicing eliminating distractions, the outer world. Now, obviously, we have responsibilities. So if you're someone who is at work, who has children, all those things, if you're an adult, we have things that need our attention. So it's not a matter of, I'm just going to neglect everything that's going on in my world. No, it's not that at all. But what you are doing is practicing the point to where you are not allowing the external stuff that's going on around you to affect you with what's going on inside. You're finding that balance of catering to those things that need our attention, but also catering to ourselves. The same energy that you're pouring into your job, into your relationship, into your children, all of that. I guarantee it will be even better if you are also doing the work for yourself. You can't drive a car on an empty tank of gas. You're going to get those signs, right? They have all these different cautious and hazardous lights that come up in the car when we are not tending to the car's needs. Now, you as a human being, I as a human being, we are much more complex than a vehicle, right? So I say all that to say, take the time and energy that you're putting into all these other things and bring all of that into you. Don't you deserve that too? And the funny thing is, well, it's not really a funny thing, but I kind of find it ironic. A lot of times when people are looking for validation from others, or they're looking for some type of fulfillment, or they're trying to fill some type of void, a lot of it is expected from others, and people don't realize they're in a way creating this type of codependency relationship on whatever other person or whatever vice, because you're not doing the work to cater to yourself. So I say all that to say, you can be in a relationship, you can have a job, you can have all these things and all these people, all these loving people around you, but you still need to tend to yourself. You still need to check in with yourself and know when to find a balance, and also cater to your mental, your physical, all of those things that you would hope to do in a healthy way to someone else. You deserve that too. No one else is going to take better care of you than you. You might have a partner that tends to your needs, all those things, but they are not you. They don't know what's going inside of here, you know? So we have this body, we have this temple, we have our three brains, we have all these things. We have an inner world. We have the external world, we have our inner world. Pratyahara is a time, just like with all the other limbs, like how I explained, they all come together. But it's a time to do all of them, all of the above, on a regular basis. I find that a lot of people who tend to be more on the self-awareness side, they're happier. They know themselves so well that even when they are upset about something or whatever, they are not dwelling on it. When they are accomplishing their goals, they're giving themselves opportunities and grace to where they're expanding their opportunities where they're not focusing on one goal um, result. They're not focusing on the end result. They are finding, I guess the gratitude, the happiness within the journey itself, whatever journey they're on, because it all comes back to them. This kind of goes with our passion. Our passion, our hobbies, a lot of the times it caters to our inner world. It's something that it brings us so much joy. There's really no other word to really explain it. But you have that, I guess that inner awareness where you're able to tap into your passions even more so now when there's all this random stuff going on in the world, because it's healing. It's not selfish to take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, again, you can't drive a car on an empty gas tank. You just can't. You're learning to pour into yourself. So when it comes to all the other things that we need to tend to, kids, family, all these other things, job, you don't feel so drained to where you don't have the energy to do that. So I think of Pratyahara as you're pouring into yourself, but you're pouring into yourself in a different way. All the eight limbs of yoga, you're pouring into yourself in some way. But with the Pratyahara, you are pouring into yourself without allowing the distractions to take away from your inner world, your inner self. So I really hope that this helps someone, and that it encourages people. Because again, when you're doing meditation, when you're doing asana, which is the yoga poses, when you're doing pranayama, which is the breathing, and then you have the yamas and niyamas, again, it gives you an outline to follow, but it also gives you a lot of self-awareness, self or critiquing yourself, critiquing the world, but how can you make the world better? All in all, you become that better person. Like the Michael Jackson song, right? Man in the mirror. You become the example. You become the how you would want to see the world, you become that. And just like with anything else, like an illness, like a sickness, it becomes contagious. So I really hope that somebody is out there encouraged by yoga and outside of the yoga poses. Again, there's so many elements to it, to the point where you can make yoga to your own liking. Yoga is not a one structural type of thing. It's a very personal thing, but it also brings a lot of us together. So I really hope that this encourages people. This is not to say that anyone's doing yoga right or wrong, because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as right or wrong as far as what makes you feel good. If it's making you a better person, if it's making you feel good and it's helping you really stress all those things, then I think you're doing something right. But again, this is for anyone who wants to deepen their practice, who maybe wants to add a little bit more layers or maybe get into it. Yeah, I really hope that helps. The next video will outline two more limbs. There's three more left. Pratyahara is the fifth one. Then we have three more. The next two, I'm going to tie them together, kind of like how I did with asana and pranayama. But yes, I will talk to you then, and I really hope that you enjoyed this. Bye bye.